Okay, students, we are back now to continue with our algorithm. So, the first step, which is step 1, we are going to be looking at some of the more interesting things we've set our systems on so far. Okay, so let's see. We have inputs. How old are you? Now remember, step 1 says get the input. Step 2 says convert the input to an integer. So that's what we're going to do next. Let's convert that input to an integer. So age equals to int age. All right, fantastic. Okay, so now we move to the next point. That one says itemize the conditions in variables. So what are the conditions? Okay, so we say condition 1 is what? Age less than or equal to 20. Condition 2 is equal to age greater than 20. That covers all possible number fields. Okay. The next one says create the conditional tuple. So our conditional tuple will be, of course, we are naming it conditional tuple to separate it from the outcome tuple that will come later. So conditional tuple would then be what? We are going to put all those conditions in there. So condition 1, followed by condition 2. These are conditional tuples. Isn't that wonderful? All right. The next step now says that it says take the variables. Okay, itemize the outcomes as variables. So we've itemized the conditions. What are the outcomes? Okay, so we say outcome 1. Outcome is what we want the system to say when it sees a particular thing. You know, if it was if statement, you just use print. But here we will still print, but we need to itemize the conditions. So the first one says your age is more, or better still, you are more than 20 years old. You are more than, that's why great, okay, you are less than 20 years old. You are 20 years old or less. Yeah. That's outcome 1 for condition 1. Then outcome 2 for condition 2 says, remember they are strings, they're just outcomes. You are more than 20 years old. So outcome 1 is you are 20 years old or less. Outcome 2 says you are more than 20 years old. So you see, now we've done that. We've created the outcome tuple, the outcome conditions itemized. So we are in step 3b now. We've itemized the conditions. Let's create the tuple. So our outcome tuple will now be our outcome tuple will now be the two tuples into one another. So watch that. We'll then have outcome 1 followed by outcome 2. So that's our outcome tuple. Outcome 1 followed by outcome 2. So outcome 1 matches condition 1. Outcome 2 matches condition 2. All right. Now, we've seen that done. We proceed with our outcomes. So let's proceed. So outcome 1, outcome 2. The next step says pick the true index. Oh, so how do we pick the true index? Very simple. True index. Remember, I reminded us of indexing just now. So to pick the true index, we simply say, we don't know which one is going to be true out of both of them, but we know that the true index is going to be the true coming out of the conditional tuple. So conditional tuple dot index true. So the index is going to pick is either 0 or 1, since they are just two. If condition 1 is true, it's going to pick 0. If condition 2 is the one that is true, it will pick 1. So it picks any one. All right. That's for the true index. Now, the next step is to use the true index to pick the right outcome. So right outcome will now be outcome tuple. You already know backward and forward indexing. So outcome tuple will now be square bracket true index. Remember, you have right to ask me questions. My phone number is 081-3662-8035 on WhatsApp. And then like that, you can call me on WhatsApp. You can reach me on WhatsApp. You can ask me questions after you have watched the video. And you can ask if you can register on Codex Ophidian for our online classes. And we will register you and take you. Okay? And we can monitor your progress in program. So the right outcome will be outcome tuple square bracket true index. So at the end of the day, we will print our what? Our right outcome. Okay. Let's go over this once again. Very interesting code. So the first stage we did what? We collected the variable by asking the user, how old are you? In the second stage, we converted that to an integer, because you know input always gives strings. In the third stage, we itemized the conditions that we want to test. Is the person less than or equal to 20 or greater than 20? In the fourth stage, we organized the conditions into a conditional tuple. Condition 1 coming first, condition 2 coming second. In the second stage, we itemized the outcome tuples, the outcome values. Outcome 1 for condition 1, you are 20 years old or less. Outcome 2 for condition 2, you are more than 20 years old. And then we created the outcome tuple. Outcome 1 matches the index for condition 1. Outcome 2 matches the index for condition 2. And then we came here and we see the true index, which is our resultant. And then we have conditional tuple.index true to pick 0 or 1 from this tuple here. If condition 1 is true, it picks 0. If condition 2 is true, it picks 1. Remember your type Python number. And then right outcome will simply be to use that index to select the right outcome from our outcome tuple and print the right outcome. All right. So I'm going to copy this and we are going to go and test it in our code structure. All right. Let's go. It's a lot. So let's run the code. How old are you? 25 years old. Okay. Oh, we have an error. Condition tuple. Condition. Oh, I called conditional tuple and here I called condition tuple. Can you see it? Okay, so it must match. Conditional, conditional. All right, let's run the code again. How old are you? 18 years old. Okay, oh, you are 20 years old or less. Woo! Let's try it again. How old are you? 34 years old. You are more than 20 years old. Now you see, we have done conditionality without using if statements. Please join our classes, get the best in programming. Programming explained in the simplest and most fantastic ways for you to understand as clearly, without any stress, as possible, without missing any step. My name is Ayo Gbadibo. You can reach me on WhatsApp on 081-3662-8035 or on the Codex Ophidian, the pythonanywhere.com. So reach me, let's talk, let's interact, and see the beauty of it. All right. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.